Listen, I'm just surprised LJ Fort got a blue check from Twitter.
I'm so angry about that. I'm so angry that the fourth string
Do you have
linebacker.
more followers than him? You have to have more followers than him.
I have to.
Triple. Gotta be. We got to get a follower count.
Yeah.
I'm listen, the research department is on it right now.
He has 10,300 followers and I have 17,000.
So LJ, suck on that.
And you know what? I'm probably just as good of a linebacker as he is.
You probably are just as good in pass coverage.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Donut Bag, part of the Pulse Podcast Network and the Pod Hub Network. In this episode, I talked to regulars, Coach and Mark Hagelauer, and really, we try to make chicken salad out of chicken you-know-what. There was just not a whole lot going on this week, and the things that were going on were so stupid. Juju being late to a Pro Bowl practice, Antonio Brown bleaching his mustache, just so stupid. Anyway, we talk about it all. The Donut Bag starts right now.
We continue our round-the-clock coverage of Antonio Brown's social media accounts.
And his burner.
And his burner accounts. With me to talk about it is Mark Hagelauer and Coach Warzoo. Guys, how are we holding up?
Oh, I love talking about burner accounts.
Off topic, and we're going to get to this dude anyway, but a certain host in Pittsburgh searches his own name. Did you see that? He searches his own name, and he messes up, and instead of searching for it, he puts it out as a tweet.
I can't imagine who this nameless person is.
You can't make this stuff up.
Let's start before we start with Antonio Brown. Let's start with the horrible crime that Juju committed of being late to a Pro Bowl practice.
Listen, I can't. This obviously, I hope people don't even vote for him for the Hall of Fame when he gets, when he gets up.
This is worse than steroid abuse. Worse than steroid abuse.
I mean, I can't believe this. I mean, this guy's going to be in Hawaii for a meaningless game that nobody even watches, and people are worried about him being late. Who cares? Like, I thought Pro Bowl practice was like taking pictures and signing kids' napkins that from the hotel,
basically,
for the concession stand.
Unbelievable. And people are basically saying that this is what's wrong with the Steelers. Look what's happened. Oh, look. Oh, my goodness.
Not only that, we don't really know if probably had an excuse, not like, who cares anyway. But
I'll tell you who really needs mental help is the people that are, defending Antonio Brown after he quit on the team. And the ones who, at the same time, are getting on Juju about being a half an hour late for Pro Bowl practice.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Who cares?
You know what? I think I know what it is. I think he was riding his bike there and someone stole it again.
Could be. It was Martavis Bryant.
Yeah. Juju's bike in Hawaii missing.
My goodness. It's just
asinine. Thanks a lot, Steelers, for losing. So we have to make
exactly
deal instead of preparing for a game.
As we said before we recorded, we have to make some chicken salad out of this chicken crap of a week because this is just
unbearable.
It's unbearable. The attack on Juju. Now, usually it was just one person that had his holy war on Juju. And now other people are like, oh, this is horrible. This is what's wrong with the Steelers.
Tell you what, I just can't believe it. I'm still in shock that this guy was a half an hour late for practice for a meaningless game. It's unbelievable.
I don't even think the people at the practice care. So
I don't
why
even
would
think
anyone
they
else?
knew until a media
They probably
member
didn't
pointed
know.
it out.
From
Half-hour
what I
rate isn't
understand, there were a bunch of Steeler reporters there, and even one of them even bothered to say anything about it, to even notice that he wasn't there. But I mean, how does this affect the Pro Bowl? I mean, what you got to bet NFC now.
Oh yes, especially since he's probably going to play. Maybe.
Listen, is he gonna be suspended? I mean, is he gonna be suspended for the first half? This is a very serious offense.
I mean, my God, what's he going to do? Maybe be in for like a dozen plays because they have so many wide receivers there anyway.
He's gonna have. Oh wait, I was gonna say he was gonna have less ice in his margarita. I don't know if he was old enough to drink yet.
I don't. Is he 21?
He may not be.
He's close.
He's close.
He might be 21.
He might have just done that this year. Like within the last 12 months, he probably turned 21.
So I asked Twitter, because basically this opened up a question, or that's been raging for weeks now anyway, of are the Steelers a circus? Are the Steelers a mess organization wide? Or is this just a few people? Is this just AB, Harrison, Martavis Bryant, Le'Veon Bell, and okay, fine, let's throw Ben in there too? Or is this the entire organization is just one giant crap?
Bottom line is AB got to go. Just get rid of all these cancers and just start from scratch. Let's forget about this whole Pro Bowl game moving forward, whether it's practice, voting, who made it, who didn't make it, and let's just win football games at the end of the day. Like, honestly, I'm getting tired of talking about all this off-field crap. And honestly, usually we're all excited. If we don't make the playoffs, it's crazy. Those rare times that we do, where everybody's looking forward to the draft, like nobody's even talking about the draft right now.
Nope. We have our watches. We have our watches monitoring who's showing up to practice.
Yeah, like people are seriously more worried about when Juju's getting to Pro Bowl practice than they are about like the upcoming draft or even impending free agency. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't care about that anymore.
Or the fourth string running back tweeting about kickers.
Oh, my goodness.
Who cares? Really? First of all, LJ Fort, shut the hell up. Second of all, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, it's
goodness.
I mean, I guess it could be taken as a slight, but he might have just been pointing out that they all made clutch kicks, so good for them. I don't know.
Listen, I'm just surprised LJ Fort got a blue check from Twitter.
I'm so angry about that. I'm so angry that the fourth string linebacker.
More followers than him? You have to have more followers than him.
I have to.
Triple. Gotta be. We got to get a follower count.
Yeah.
I'm listen, the research department is on it right now.
He has 10,300 followers and I have 17,000.
So LJ, suck on that.
And you know what? I'm probably just as good of a linebacker as he is.
You probably are just as good in pass coverage.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. When he was in there, people were saying it was actually doing like relatively good and saying, why isn't he in there more? But
I mean, that just shows you how
that's
bad.
That's not saying much.
Maybe.
That's like saying, oh man, like Sensabaugh is not bad out there. Like after Artie Burns is in there.
We're not talking about Sean Spence out there or anything. So.
Right.
Oh my God, that was the corpse of Sean Spence. I think.
That
was time we saw him.
You bring up a great point, Coach. It's all about winning. Let's look at last week's games. What are people doing now and next week? They're going to be masturbating over Brady and Belichick and how wonderful they are and how they made another Super Bowl. How close were they to losing that game? They were a D Ford being a few inches offside from losing that game.
I'll be honest, I was worried. I don't know where you were going with that.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, hey, what? What podcast am I doing here?
Yeah, I mean, wait a minute. You're telling us that the swearing, it's on the board, it's off the board. Now we're going this route. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm so affected by Juju missing being late.
That you can't
It
control.
takes
This
a
is
toll
what
on
happened.
everybody.
Or
Yeah.
the fact that people are going to be doing that for Brady and Belichick for the next week and a half.
Yeah.
Listen, what happened if DeCastro missed a Pro Bowl practice? Do you think everybody would be
literally
going
nothing.
crazy like this?
I
Literally
think
nothing.
that's a good
Well,
point.
there's a certain guy may not care because he only cares what Juju does. But
Well, I think that's part of the problem is, the people that are complaining that Juju did this or whatever, or somebody on social media did this are basically 50, 60-year-old white guys that have no idea
it's a big generation gap.
what it is. A huge generation gap. I'm not even talking a black-white thing. I'm just talking generation.
Yeah, generation. Yeah.
Like, how does a 50-year-old know what a 22-year-old is going? You ask a 50-year-old what Fortnite is, and they'll say, what is Fortnite, like 2 weeks or something like that?
Yeah.
Or they'll think you're talking about Wimbledon or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so I just don't see the problem with Juju. He because he promotes himself or because he likes to go on social media or he doesn't like he doesn't like the traditional media that much, and that's the big problem. That's why they hate him. But my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, if people want him, they say he had like a camera crew with him or something like that. If someone wants to pay you to follow them around and promote things for you, I don't think I'm going to turn that down. I mean, that seems like an obvious choice right there.
But it's all about winning. It's all about when you win, everybody loves you. I mean, look at the problems they had 2 years ago with the national anthem thing. The team was starting to fall apart. They also, I think, a week or two later, Antonio Brown threw a water cooler.
The water cooler.
In the
incident that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, and then there also around that time it was the Martavis complaining about Juju stuff, and Martavis complaining, wanting a trade, all that crap. It's what ended up happening was they basically just said, listen, whether we hate each other or not, let's just try to win, and winning fixes everything. And they actually did win, and then everything was fine. This year it didn't happen that way. They fell apart because, well, let's LJ Fort was right. It's all about the kicker.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I saw people saying how much of a dumpster fire it is and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, there's like over half the teams that would hope a 9-6-1 season would be a dumpster fire for them.
Right.
Let's not, we can all agree, disagree, discuss things about if coaching changes need to be made, certain players, etc., things like that. But my God, let's not make it sound like they were 0-16 or 4-12 or something like that. And I do think it was just a couple guys. I don't think they all seem to be on the same page other than one specific guy who hasn't talked to the rest of the team since the end of the season.
If Antonio Brown gets traded, which right now is a big if, because now they're saying that they might bring him back or something. If he gets traded, will everything be okay? I mean, of course, Ben has his radio show, which is, the worst thing in the world or whatever.
Yeah, he's not a guy that probably should have that. He just doesn't know how to like divulge information, like keep information,
but
politically correct, let's say.
But that's, all these things. You get that's what I think. You get rid of AB, the problems go away, because then you've got rid of all the bad apples. Martavis, James Harrison, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, all gone. Bye. And that's it. And I think they've also made an effort to bring in people with high character, like a James Conner and Edmonds and
well, they have Hayward already, but guys like that, like him.
Right, high character guys.
Man, at the end of the day, like, you're talking about the most violent game on earth, and like